Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. My name is Justice, and today I am going to be reading on Taraji P. Henson. She has been in the press, as you all already know, and it's been some stuff going around about her maybe potentially being blackballed from Hollywood because of the complaints. A lot of people think that she sabotaged the Color Purple promotional tour and different things like that. And there was a thing last month in December, with her and Oprah. And so I'm just coming to investigate and really just see, how is this going to impact her career? Basically, I want to know what do her castmates feel about her. Like, do they feel like she sabotaged the film because it didn't make a lot of money? Is she gonna work with 50 Cent? How does Tyler Perry feel about her, since she used to work with him and things like that? And so just basically just getting into all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not water scrying today. I'm just gonna do a basic cartomancy reading. So let's see. Actually, I'm gonna use one of my other sets of cards because I want to do a personality analysis, or like how she feels right now. Elevate ancestors, how does Taraji P. Henson feel at this moment? What is the energy surround, or not even at this moment, but just in general within this season? What is the energy surrounding her at this time? Surrounding her at this time. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see. Virgin, athlete, networker, goddess, Don Juan, and stop right there. Okay, I heard stop. So all right, where I'm gonna put these. All right, so how she's feeling right now. So right now she's feeling like she took one for the team. She is feeling as though she's a martyr, for Black women in Hollywood who are either coming up behind her. So the things that it is that she's been saying, all those things about, wanting to make sure that she, advocates for equitable pay for all Black women, in Hollywood and things like that. She actually does feel those things. Like, her feelings about the statements that she's been making, not only with advocating for herself, but with advocating for others, that she was very sincere about that. It's not a farce. She's not putting up, a wall about it. She's not trying to be a fake martyr about it. Like, she actually does have these genuine feelings. She's also feeling like a child though at this time too. Like, she herself needs some type of nurturing. She's feeling like she has pushed herself back a little bit too with with the negative press that is surrounding her at this time. She feels like she's a starlet again, or she feels like she might get starlet treatment, but not the good type of starlet treatment, but like work not coming as easy, people not wanting to really work with her and things like that. She's feeling like she's gonna have to work herself out of the situation, that she's gotten herself into. Taraji tired. I got the card of the athlete. She is tired and she is overworked, is what it is that she is feeling like. And she is actually willing to sacrifice herself in a sense, or sacrifice her reputation in a sense to speak up for the truth. And I'm saying that because the shadow attribute of this card, if you guys can't see it, is misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And so even though I'm not picking up that she feels that way about her own self. But what did I just say? I just said something. When I'm channeling, it just comes, right? But what did I just say? Oh yeah, feeling tired, feeling very, overworked. I feel like with the shadow attribute of this card, this is more so she feels like this is how other people are feeling about her. She feels as though she thinks that they think that she stole the spotlight intentionally, but it really was not her intention. But she is just an advocate. She really is, with the card of the networker right now, or in this season. She's trying to do her best to maintain the network and the partnerships it is that she has built up. She's not really sure how that is going to rock, but she's now trying to build new connections with people, because she now kind of realizes that she could have maybe potentially put her foot in her mouth, and her speaking up actually did her a disservice. And even going back to the Virgin card, she knew that. And even with the Goddess card being underneath it, she knew that. She was willing, like I said, to make that sacrifice and things like that. All of the feelings that it is that she has been expressing, she's been feeling that way for a very, 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 very long time. And so now she feels as though she's just blossomed into this wise woman, and she's not a child anymore. She doesn't want to be treated like a child anymore. She wants respect. She wants respect. But, and I'm gonna get into this later, but I'm already feeling like some of her classmates, not classmates, her cast mates on this movie, they feel exploited. They feel like she actually did them a disservice. And even with the Don Juan card coming out, she is really trying to salvage her relationship and things like that behind the scenes. And so I'm feeling like in the coming months and even this year, you really won't hear her continuing to talk about pay disparities and, just equitable and comfortable work conditions. Like, she's not even going to be really talking about that anymore, because she feels like, oh my gosh. So yeah, she feels like she just kind of just effed up, and right now she's just really just trying to maintain those relationships. If she's a part of an agency, I feel like they are considering dropping her, or if not dropping her, giving her less work. And they're going to be very intentional about giving her less work. If she's a part of an agency, I really do feel like that they, or whomever, I don't know how that whole thing, works with people when they have managers and agents, different people like that. I don't know how all of that stuff works. But whomever it is that she's associated with, as far as the agency that helps to give her work or helps to get her work, they're gonna be dropping her, or they're considering dropping her. And so she's really trying to sweet talk them, into not doing it. So how she was talking about how she was firing other people, like the people that, like her hairstylists or makeup artists, like whatever her little team is, whatever team that people have, her firing them is actually going to end up being the reverse for her as well, because they really don't even want to fool with her like that at this time. So now, let's see. So Blackballed. So is she blackballed? Is Taraji? She done got herself blackballed? I'm hearing that it's actually not a full blackball. It's really not. They kind of are, but not like, y'all know, like how Monique said she was. She's not gonna be like in Monique's situation, whereas, like she doesn't have hardly any connections or anyone advocating for her and things like that. So she's not totally blackballed, but she is going to get further demoted. That's the right word, actually. I do just see like just a further demotion for her. Let's see what comes out in the cards. Is she blackballed? Oh, 8 of spades, 4 of clubs. It's going to be hard for her to get work again. Like prominent work, like the big major roles, like the really big screen type roles that it is that she was really gunning for. Even with this one, I feel like The Color Purple is a really huge production, or it was a really huge production for her. But like things that are like those really big like box office movies, that ain't gonna be coming for her. I really do not see it happening for her anytime soon. And normally when I say stuff like, or when I would see stuff like that rather, and then I say it, I usually like to leave room for improvement, or space, for things to work out how it is we want them to work out. But I'm not seeing that space at all that I would normally see in other situations where there's like a little glimmer of hope that things, will brighten up. But all those a big box office movie, I do not see that coming for her for a long time. And I'm actually seeing for the next 4 years, this will be an ongoing theme with her. As far as her not getting the type of roles and the type of work that it is that or the type of offers rather, to do the roles that it is that she really wants to do. I see that she had plans to develop or to work on these like really big projects, like think Marvel type big, DC universe. I don't know if are they really big like that. I know Marvel is big. I go to the movies to go see Marvel movies, so but I don't know about like the DC comics and stuff like that. But like those type of like big box office type stuff, Tom Cruise type movies. I really don't see her landing one of those roles for at least the next 4 years, if at all. Yeah. 3 of spades. Yeah, her business relationships are very sour. There are a lot of people that really just do not want to fool with her because they feel like she really derailed the press tour. And I guess, yeah, she kind of actually did. Yeah, with the 9 of spades, the Ace of diamonds, and the Jack of diamonds, her castmates, it was actually going to be my next question, but it's already coming out in the cards. Her castmates don't even really want to fool with her like that. Like she would, and like she may invite them over, or she may like try to like talk to them, or even congratulate them, or like she may send like a "oh, I'm happy for you, girl" text, and then they may just heart it, or give it a thumbs up. Like they're not really engaging. They're not really engaging with her at all. They feel a little bit sour and a little bit, they feel backstabbed almost, because she complains so much. They feel, betrayed by her. That's the actual word that it is that I was looking for. Like they feel betrayed. Like that's what their energy and their emotions feel like. They're actually very disappointed with how things have turned out. But yeah, she's gonna be being demoted as far as like the roles that it is that she's offered. I do think that I see one project lined up for her that is like already in the works. Yeah, I see one project lined up for her that's already in the works that I feel like is going to come out this year or next year. But after that, we really won't see her on the big screens for a really long time. And I say the big screens, not like necessarily television shows, but like the movies, and like the really big movies too, like things that everybody talks about. 3 of diamonds, 7 of spades, 8 of diamonds. I'm hearing that they as in her peers, and even like the agency or whomever it is that she's a part of, whoever manages her and stuff like that, they are really going to make her pay for this. They almost want her to suffer. Yeah, not almost. They actually do. They want her to suffer. They want her to suffer financially. They want her to suffer professionally. Because of how things just really just took a turn for the worse for them. Let's see, what else am I saying? So let me ask this. one of my friends wanted to know if she's gonna work with if she's gonna end up working with 50 Cent. So is I don't know. Can y'all put in the comments if he actually offered, or is that just like something that people are saying? Because if he offered it, I see her actually taking it. So that's why I asked that question, because it's like I see her taking it. Let me see if he does offer it, if he hasn't already. Will she work with 50 Cent? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 8 of diamonds, 5 of clubs. They're already talking about it. They're already talking about it behind the scenes. Because he's gonna be able to bail her out, so she is gonna actually be have a more he's thinking of something now. Like, I feel like he maybe already has some stuff in the background that he's working on that he was wanting to include her on anyway, and that she would be a good fit for. I see this coming to fruition within the next 2 years. This they're like them actually like developing this and working on it, but I actually see them, but again, the pay, I don't think he's going to be able to pay her the money that it is that she wants to make, and so they're negotiating that aspect of it. And then I see him saying, well, let's see first how the project does for like the first round, or like maybe like the first 2 seasons, or whatever it is that he's working on. Let me see. Is it a show or a movie? Let me see. Oh, okay. It's a movie. So I'm seeing that 50 Cent wants to get more into movies. I don't watch his current shows, but I know a lot of people do. They're very popular. I don't even know all the names of them. I just know, that he got some shows on HBO. But he's actually wanting to move into the movie production space. And so he is considering using her for the movie productions, and even some other things that he already has written up, different ideas. He's going to be using her for those projects, and so they're negotiating those things now. But I see them, they have been talking a lot about it, and I see her taking them up on the offer. Let's see if their business relationship, how that will go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. They are going to bump heads a little bit, and they're going to be bumping heads because she wants, she really doesn't want, Taraji don't want to do any, she wants to elevate her roles in her acting career, because I'm not seeing that she really wants to do, like how she was with Cookie. I think, wasn't that her name? On the Lee Daniels show. What was that show called? Empire. Yeah, I see she don't even want to really want to do roles like that anymore. And so I see them, really not seeing eye to eye, her and 50 Cent, on that aspect about it, because he is into shows that have a certain aesthetic and storyline, and she's not really, she wants to move away from that. So I see them talking about it, not necessarily arguing about it. They're not, into it, and stuff like that. But she's just trying to get him to expand her, she's trying to get him to expand his mind and his skill set, and his demographic. But he's thinking about, what is popular amongst, the Black community, and even, other communities who may, like crime shows and different things like that. I actually see him working on a big movie with like a mob boss or something like that, or some type of bit like some big drug lord or something. He may even, I feel like he may even be working on a movie with like about Alcatraz, or some type of popular prison. I see him doing that in the works with that. And so it's that type of project. And so she's just kind of like, it depends on, what this character is, or the character that he's presented to her is not like, she wants to elevate this character or these characters. Because I see multiple projects that they're talking about. But they are going to have they'll have a really good working relationship and things like that together. But he wants to build trust with her, and there's like trust issues like in their business relationship. or I foresee trust issues in their business relationship, but then it's gonna go, but that will quickly turn over because I got the 10 of hearts, the 9 of hearts, and the Queen of hearts. They're just both very passionate people, but I do see them being able to work cohesively and harmoniously with one another. And she'll be very grateful for this connection that she you know, does have with him. She'll be very grateful and successful. I also see her utilizing this time to really work on different passion projects that she has. Yeah, projects and things that she is that she has and that she wants to work on. I do see them kind of arguing actually a little bit though with some things, but they're not gonna like fall out argue. Yeah, not like that type of, yeah, they ain't gonna fall out. And that's why I'm like, I see it maybe coming to fruition like within like maybe, yeah, the next 2 years. Because there's a direction that she want to go in and there's a direction that he is going in and he wants to go in. Yeah. So now let's see. Okay, is she gonna work with Tyler Perry again? Is she go, because you know Tyler and Oprah, you know, they besties. So you know, how, you know, evidence, you know, how will this impact her relationship with Tyler Perry? How will this press tour affect her relationship with Tyler Perry? Whew, okay, Ace of Diamonds. There was something that he was considering her for, but now he's like, it's really not a good time. Yeah, now it's really not a good time, and she actually really doesn't want to anyway. And I feel like this is something between them that actually happened prior to this whole press tour. Like they've already had some stuff where they really, you know, they really just weren't feeling each other, and more so Taraji really not feeling him anymore. So that's a relationship that she already really doesn't care to really go back to anyway, a business partnership that she doesn't care to go back to anyway. Yeah, because once again, like she wants more elevated, you know, storylines and roles. Yeah, and he really, hold on, let me move this instance. And he really isn't, yeah, he really ain't trying to do that. I'm picking up that she regrets doing that movie. What was that movie that they had? Acrimony? I want to say agrimony, but agrimony is an herb. It's an herb, but acrimony, and I'm like, I know they did not name that movie agrimony, but acrimony or whatever, she regrets doing that film, and so she really does not want to go back to that though. It really just depends on what the role is, and he really ain't even just trying to fool with her like that. And I feel like he not trying to fool with her like that because he feels like he would be backstabbing Oprah if he was to do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he ain't going. Yeah, he feels like he would be backstabbing or betraying Oprah in that relationship in some way. So let me see real quick. How was Oprah feeling? Let me see. I'm gonna pull these out so I don't get my cards confused. On my mental. Let me get some new cards out so that I can see how Oprah feels about Taraji. I feel like she, you know, I think we all kind of know probably how she feels, but let's confirm it with the cards. How does Oprah feel at events? This is about, hold on, let me use this fire to cleanse these cards. Okay. How does Oprah feel? Oh, wait, I'm so sorry about Taraji. So Oprah and Tyler, they've been on the phone, okay? They've been on the phone talking about this situation. And so I hear him saying, it makes me not even, want to work, with her, because the press tour is just not where you make those type of complaints. Like, I hear him saying that, and Rhea, yeah, he not gonna mess up his relationship with Oprah, because he's thinking of it also from his own movie standpoint and how he would feel if it was his movie, if it was his production. Speaking of which, speaking of Tyler Perry, I'm gonna probably do a quick reading and see if he paid off Christian Keys, because we heard nothing from Christian Keys since December. And so I'm gonna see, what did somebody threaten him, or was he paid off? Right? We gonna see. But anywho, what was my question? Oh yeah, how does Oprah feel about Taraji? She does feel like she ruined the movie. Yeah, she feels as though she did ruin the movie, but she still actually has a soft spot for Taraji, though. She's not totally upset with her, just disappointed. I got the 10 of Hearts, I got the 2 of Diamonds, and then I got the 2 of Clubs. So Oprah still has a very soft spot for Taraji, and she would like to keep just like a cordial working relationship with her. She does feel for her, but she's also very annoyed and irritated with her. But I'm also picking up that Oprah is also just very more so annoyed and irritated with the public. Like, she does not like the public backlash that she received. She don't like it. She don't like it at all, because she feels like the public really just blew things. Like, the public created the imbalance, is what Oprah is thinking and feeling, because she agreed with with everything that Taraji was saying, but she just feels like, the media really just kind of blew things out of proportion with it. And she does kind of wish that Taraji would have kept things to herself, or kept things, to a minimum. But Oprah is more so upset with the public than she actually is with Taraji, though. And I'm seeing that she would actually want to work with Taraji again, but just not anytime soon. Yeah. I don't really even see Oprah fooling with any movies like that anytime. Yeah, she is not pleased with the public. Wow, I got the 10 of Hearts. Look at how these cards fill out. I got the 10 of Hearts, the 2 of Diamonds, and the 2 of Clubs. And then right here, I got the 10 of Clubs, the Ace of Clubs, and the Ace of Diamonds. So she does want to continue to work with Taraji, but just not at this time. I feel like there were possibly some other movies, or TV dramas that Oprah had in mind that she was wanting to produce and work with Taraji on prior to like the press tour, prior to the press tour, but now she's reconsidering those things. And I feel like there has possibly already been a contract signed between her and Oprah about a new project that Oprah may be on, or that may be in the works. I feel like she signed some type of working contract with Taraji that's not, I feel like she, as in Oprah and Taraji, well, I don't know, let me back it up. Both of them are she's, but she, as in Taraji, and Oprah, they signed some type of working contract and different things like that, because there's another movie that Oprah was working on producing. Yeah. But now Oprah is like, oh gosh, I really don't even really want to do that. Like, there's some type of promise though, but it's not like a written contract, or they haven't completed all of the paperwork, because I'm seeing a big old stack of different papers that they need to complete. And I think that they only got maybe past the first couple of pages of something, or whatever this contract, whatever this deal is. They only got to the first couple of pages. They only got the first couple of pages signed. Yeah. So that's how Oprah feels about Taraji. So that is good, and that's good to know. But Oprah is really, she upset with y'all for talking about her. Yeah. But Tyler is like, I don't want to really just, fool with her at all. And the feeling is mutual between Taraji and Tyler Perry. Like, it's mutual. She really ain't feeling him because she really just didn't care for I'm feeling like she really didn't care for that movie or care for how that movie was, like the behind the scenes of that movie, how it was put together, how it was, received and different things like that. She feels like his vision is not expansive enough, or his vision may be expansive, but his execution is poor, is how Taraji, I feel like, feels about Tyler Perry. But yeah, I do not see them working together anytime soon. Soon being within like the next 2 years. I do feel like they're on speaking terms though. Like if they see each other out, like there's no bad blood. I do feel like that they're on speaking terms. All right, my last few questions. So, does Taraji regret speaking out? Elevated ancestors, and what does she plan on doing in the meantime, besides her acting? So, does she regret speaking out? And if y'all have been enjoying the reading, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, and all of that YouTube jazz. Let's see, does she regret speaking out? I don't think she should regret speaking out. I'm a person. I stand for the highest truth and divine order. And so I believe that what is for you is for you. But let's see. I do kind of feel a little bit bad for the castmates though, because I feel like that overshadowed like the actual like press tour, but also people tired of trauma porn. Like, like we didn't need another color purple. But anywho, let me get to the question. Does she regret speaking out? 3, 2, 1. 5 of spades. Yeah, 5 of spades. Her feelings are really hurt. Her feelings are really hurt because, the cast, they feel a way about her. My incense is extra strong right now. Her, where was I? Oh yeah, her castmates, have really just turned their backs on her. They really, they ain't really just fooling with her like that. Like they fooling with her, as far as like the press tour and like any like shows and things like that they have to do together. But behind the scenes, if it ain't business, they really ain't trying to really just fool with her like that. I'm seeing Danielle is more so a little bit softer and open to her, but Fantasia is like no. But Danielle is still Danielle Brooks, I see that she is still very she has a soft spot for Taraji in her heart, but there was some fear about how she would be received, on this tour. There was some fear and things like that about how she would be perceived, her own business relationships and different things like that. But does she regret it? Yeah, she does. She regrets it. She wishes that she just would not have said anything at all, not at this time on the tour. She wishes that she would have stayed more positive and not talked about the struggle. Oh gosh, poor Taraji. Taraji, it's okay, girl. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Taraji. We gonna see what's next for you after this. Let's see. 4 of spades, 10 of clubs, king, king of hearts. She is hating the fact that she has to work overtime to prove herself in her current working relationships. Like she is having to go to pillar to post and begging people, apologizing. She is very apologetic behind the scenes. But really ain't nobody really just, trying to hear it like that. They're being very, they're not like being just outright rude and things like that to her, but there is indeed a coldness in the relationship. And I'm seeing that Fantasia, she just like, she just like, it is what it is. She's also looking at it like, okay, am I good? Like, she's looking at her own personal reputation, her own family, and different things like that. Like, am I good? And I'm seeing that Fantasia really would not want to work with her again. In a professional sense. Yeah, yeah, I'm not saying that she would want to work with her again. Danielle is open to it. But of course, like, it's not at the top of her list, but she has a certain respect and things like that for Taraji. They will present themselves as a united front though. But it doesn't feel all that united behind the scenes. Like, Taraji does not feel the unitedness of it. And let me see, what else am I picking up on? I don't know if I said this a few moments ago or not, but with her having to beg and apologize to people, that is like the people behind the scenes. Like the people who sign her checks, the people who help to get her work, and in auditions and different things like that. She is very remorseful and apologetic to them. Just FYI. 3 of diamonds, 9 of spades, and the ace of hearts. Yeah, they just want to go ahead and just go their separate ways and different things like that. I'm feeling like the cast, or the main cast, like they're ready to just go ahead and get the whole press thing with this over with. They're really ready to just get it over with, because it just did not pan out how it is that they thought that it would. And Taraji didn't think so either. She feels very alone. She feels very lonely. She feels unsupported. She wishes that they would speak up as much, as she did, or have her back publicly with it. She feels like they left her out in the cold. And so lastly, what are the next steps for Taraji? Will she put out... yeah. So what are, next steps? Let me see, what are her next professional steps? Is she gonna step away from acting for a while? Or what are her next steps, just to close out this reading? I need to shuffle one more time. What are her next steps? 10 of hearts. Okay, yep, passion projects, like I mentioned earlier. 10 of hearts, queen of spades, and the 8 of clubs. I see her. Okay, so I see her moving into the spiritual space more. I don't know if she's gonna come out with some type of, or I can't pinpoint what exactly, what aspect of what aspect of her spirituality that she's going to go public with, or maybe potentially try to turn into a business venture. I don't know if I feel like it may be. So, okay, so let me just see okay, so first, she going back to the middle, like the India Irie song. Okay, she going back to the middle, going back to, her center and restoring herself spiritually and different things like that. I do see her wanting to get into different spiritual systems and modalities and like present that with the public. Like, I don't know if she's going to be coming out with some type of athleisure line, if she is going to be investing in some type of sound bath or some type of yoga studio or company or something, but it's going to be something within that spiritual space, within that spiritual realm, that I see her being able to share openly with the public. But right now, she's just going in hiding because she feels very ashamed. She feels very ashamed of everything. She does not feel as proud that it is that she thought that she would feel. She feels like she's still right and convicted, but she feels shamed. And she feels shunned too. She is feeling shunned. But with the 8 of clubs, she has her hands in her money, you know, in a lot of pots. I do know that she has her hairline, and so I see her just continuing to work and expand with that. But she's not gonna be hurting financially. Like the way that they want her to hurt, she ain't gonna be hurting. 8 of diamonds, the Jack of hearts, and the 4 of spades. She is gonna take a step back from acting though. After this year, I don't think we're gonna see her in anything within like the next, for at least the next 2 years, or she's working on some things now behind the scenes. Like I talked about the 50 Cent deal earlier. So next steps, yeah, I see her, you know, getting into spirituality and maybe marketing that in some way, maybe selling guided not selling guided meditations, but some type of sound. Like I see her working with like sound and energy healing and stuff like that. Or collaborating with like another person or an expert within that field. I see her doing that. And going on like a public healing journey, if that makes sense. 8 of diamonds, Jack of hearts, and then my 4 of spades. Oh, I already mentioned, yeah, she's gonna be taking a break from Hollywood and acting with like the major people, but she still is gonna be in negotiations with 50 Cent. She just needs some time to heal. She feels like she's feeling like a dog with their tail in between their legs, and what it is that she's feeling. But you know what? Let me see. Let me pull one more row and see. 10 of diamonds, Ace of clubs, and oh, she don't have anything to worry about. She really doesn't. She does not have anything to worry about. She is going to be just fine, and she knows she's going to be just fine. She feels very convicted and sure that she is going to be just fine. But I do see her working relationships and things like that improving. I feel like she's going to be going. Her agency, they're in talks about dropping her and demoting her, and they will, but she is also still going to recover from this. And when I say demote, they just won't be, she won't be the first pick for like someone like their big box office films. She's not gonna be in the running for, you know, for those things anytime soon. But she's gonna be fine financially. She's going to be fine spiritually, and she's gonna be building new networks and new partnerships and things like that in different fields. I feel like she may even get into tech some. Like she's gonna be collaborating with people like in different fields. Like I see her collaborating with people in spirituality. I see her collaborating with people in tech. I see her doing those two things. The spiritual thing, I feel like she'll do publicly. The tech thing, I feel like that's something that she's doing behind the scenes just to expand her money portfolio. And so with that being said, thank you all for tuning into the Obelisk Lounge, for tuning into my reading. If y'all have any other questions or suggestions for other celebrity readings or any other style of reading, just put that in the comment section below. Thumbs up on the way out, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.